started.
Oh, Goliath. Oh, that's a low rating for Goliath. And he has the white pieces. He plays e4. Now let's try Alechine's defense. They're trying all different responses to e4, it looks like. I got Scandinavian, French, Sicilian, and a Rui. Oh, he doesn't push. He just plays there. What do I do now? I can go into a e4, e5 type of opening, I guess. Oh, he can play a gambit. Indeed. Let's see. I can't do the bishop c5 check, I guess, because that relies on the queen check, which is now blocked by the knight. And if I take the pawn, I'm just helping him develop a piece. So let's defend the pawn and try and keep a presence in the center the usual way. And his pawn has now blocked the development of his bishop to pen my knight, so it's not going to be like a Ruy Lopez or even a Spanish or Italian game. But he does have the open f-file against this knight here, which can become weak. So I may want to consider quickly castling queenside here. Let's see. If I play queen to d2, he can come in with the knight and harass my bishop, which would be kind of annoying. If I go queen d3, I'm blocking my dark squared bishop. I could develop this bishop with a check. And then play queen to e2.
Check.
Trying to hold on to everything. And maybe exploit his weakening of the f-file. Okay, and then queen to e7, rather. I think I said e2, but e7 was what I was thinking. So that I can castle queenside. My bishops are not blocked. This bishop can still drop back to d6. The dark squared bishop can still go to d6 to defend this pawn if it comes under attack. And he can still play. He can still play his knight to g5, hitting my bishop, but I can just drop back with my bishop. Okay, he's looking at this. He is looking at the d5 square. So I'll go ahead and complete my setup. And now if the knight comes to d5, I will just take it. So he pins the knight. Yeah, that's probably good. This pressure along the f-file is going to be annoying. And when I push this pawn forward, he'll probably take. That's what I would do. If he drops back, I would just push on with g5, kick the bishop all the way back, and then defend my pawn with bishop to d6. And that would be okay. So he'll probably take. I'll take, and then I'll have this weak f-pawn, but I will try and arrange to push that f-pawn forward, supported by the bishop here, and maybe open up some lines. I'll have some open lines here on the G file as well. So pluses and minuses here. Yeah, let's see how he responds. So he does go there. Okay, so I was thinking pawn to g5 to break that pin, and otherwise he's got knight moves with tempo that will attack this piece with the bishop and the rook, which would be that would win a pawn. Actually not, but it would, I guess I may be being overly afraid there. But is g5 a move I want to play anyway? g5, even g4, kicking the knight. Well, after g5, his bishop goes to g3, attacking the pawn, so I have to defend it. And then it's his move. He can try and come in here, but that's still under my control, even with the bishop here. Yeah, I want to just break that pin so this knight is free to move. Maybe this knight, you know what, the maneuver I should think about is knight to He goes all the way back there. I'm okay with trading this dark squared bishop. This is not a great piece for me. Although it may result in my deep e-pawn becoming weak, because the bishop is a natural defender of the e-pawn here. But this is my better bishop. It's got more scope. So let's think. Bishop takes, rook takes. That's one possibility. Just pawn here, kicking the knight, letting him take is another way of handling it. If I play my knight to h5, trying to get into f4, he can move this knight with tempo, and my knight is hanging. So that's not so great. I'm going to take a moment and just move my king to a slightly safer position and see if he wants to trade bishops. And he goes there. Okay, now let's trade. I don't want to have my queen tied down forever to defending that. And now knight here, hitting the rook to here. Isn't this a tactic? He can move his knight with tempo, but I take the rook with check. And the rook only has one square to go to, and then the knight to e3 there is a fork. Okay, so he gives up the exchange this way. Let's take it.
Check.
And, well, that's good. So now I'm not so afraid of pressure on the f-file. And this pawn is defended, and that's defended. Let's push the f-pawn forward now myself. Yeah, maybe put this rook here. I want to keep this rook here to avoid annoying knight hops from his knight coming into d5, and then I want to play f5. So he doesn't come into d5, he comes in there. Now where is he going from there? I'm going to kick it. The queen and the rook are threatening on a7, but that's defended by my knight. So I believe I can kick it. And it doesn't have a great square to go back to. Okay, so now f5. If I can open up the f-file, then g4 hitting the knight is a real threat because the knight is pinned against the queen. So I should take with the rook. I guess. See how he deals with this potential pin situation. Yeah, he unpins immediately with the queen, and he looks at the d-pawn here. So what can I do? I can pile up on the knight. Well, no, not really. Not so easily. I can push g4, and the knight has to move, but he can go there, hitting my rook. Is there some way to get to his king? Seems like a position where I ought to be able to get to his king somehow. Let's see. But I do have to worry about just holding on to okay, my queen's defended. I'm dropping bishop back so that my queen has an unobstructed view of my e-pawn here, so I'm sort of defending it with the queen as well as the knight and the rook. He can hop in there. That's a good square for his knight. And now the knight can come here, 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 or here. So let's pile up on the f-file. Now I have ideas of bishop to... yeah, maybe he wants to kick my my rook with a pawn move like g4. My idea was to play bishop here. and maybe trade off one of those pieces. If I can relieve the pressure on the e-pawn, I can play knight to d5 too. That might be another way to trade some pieces. So he's just going like that. Yeah, so like here I could play knight d5. And I think that's good. Knight d5 hits the pawn, which threatens this fork, hits the bishop. The bishop drops back to defend the pawn, I guess, but that's, you would think that's good for me. Kind of a commanding position there. He goes there, hits my rook. So I can go here. It threatens his queen. The queen will have to move. I take the rook. He takes the rook. Do I have something better? Like if I move the rook first, does that make this threat even better? Not really. Let's go ahead and grab the pawn now. Yeah. I'll take there, and he has to take the rook because I'm threatening. No, I'm not threatening. The knight covers. The knight covers f1. I was thinking rook f1 was a big threat here, but his knight is covering it. So we are down to rook and bishop versus two knights. Let's just make it rook versus knight here, with the queens on. And now I can come here and threaten. I can come here and threaten to go to the back rank. Just wondering if there's a more effective way of doing that, you know, if I could threaten something else at the same time. This is a loose pawn here. But everything else is defended, and my only way of attacking it is covered. I could come here. Let's see, what threats does he have? So let's count the pawns. 3 and 3 is 6. He has 5. So I'm up the pawn in the exchange. Okay, so he just moves away. Let's maybe push these pawns forward and try and disrupt his pawn cover around his king. Okay, oh, his knight is hopping in there. What is that going to do? He's looking at these squares. Is he threatening a fork? Yes, he's threatening a mighty fork with the knight. Yeah, knights are mighty dangerous, aren't they? Okay, so no time to do anything too foolish. Let's defend the fork. I was just looking at my record against Goliath here. And I've played him, how many games? Overall score, 36 games, and I've only got 16 points out of him, so only a 44% score. 39% with white and 50% with black. I do better with black, funny enough. So he's someone I've played many times, and he usually plays a good game. I'm just surprised his rating is so low. You can see he doesn't give up. He keeps fighting. Good qualities here. I didn't see a threat with that queen move. I hope I didn't overlook something. And now, can I take advantage of this king exposure? That was my intent. Yeah, it's funny. His knight is covering these two light squares on the diagonal, so I can't actually check his king there. And the queen is creeping in to closer to my side of the board. Let's go all the way over here, though. So there's no check. There's a check from the knight there, and I can take it. And I'm threatening to come in here. So hopefully this will force him to make a defensive move. He does. He brings his queen there, which is defends and attacks, right? He's threatening mate here as well. I can throw in a check here.
Check.
Yeah, if he came forward, I could have checked and won the queen. So now I need to stop this mate threat. Maybe like this. Tricky business. Okay, what's my time? Oh, I'm down to 16 seconds. Look at that. He moved quickly enough. Maybe that's how I lose. He moved quickly enough that that I had to use up my time to think. So, you know, when your opponent is moving the
Check.
same pace as you can use his time to think.
White resigns.
Oh, thankfully he resigned. Okay. Well, I thought I played a good game, but well, we'll take a look at that in the postmortem. See you guys later. Bye.